morning, chat. It's me, Gilbert Godfrey. I'll be your AI stream companion for today.
Hello, good morning. Happy time zones, everybody. I did it, I'm awake, chat. Who are you and why are you still up? Oh my goodness, Mads. I mean, I'm very happy to see you, but indeed. And same. Who is she? Is Reverb on? That was unintentional. It is totally from yesterday. I still never turned it off. You can make me turn reverb on and off in the campaign. And yesterday, the last thing that happened was somebody made me turn it on. How come there's so many of you in here when I'm live at 5 o'clock in the morning? I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm pleasantly surprised. I was like, oh, it's going to be dead. And that's why I took this slot, because I didn't want to ask anybody else to do it. Hello, Pocket Ratty. How you doing? I also don't mind getting up extra early in the morning every so often. You know, there's something about it. I don't know how people do it regularly. And you will not be finishing your last minute cat ear beanie. Nope, not at all procrastinating. Hi, Positive. Hi, Pocket Ratty. Like, Connie's in the UK, so I get Connie being first, and congratulations, Connie. Maz got second. I think third is still up for grabs, you guys. There is also yet another special donation incentive for today. Cause you autocorrect. Third is still up there, you guys. Oh, yeah. It's 1:10 in the afternoon for you, yes. Well, I'll have that, probably have that graveliness to my voice for a little bit here while I wake up. I just got up about 35 minutes ago. I got a big old cup of coffee, and we're going to have some fun. We are kicking off our raid train today. You know what else is going on, y'all? The auction should be live, and we're going to look at all the listings in the auction. Thank you so much to everybody who contributed to that. What's the matter? What do you mean, uh-oh? ¿Qué pasó? It buffered hard for you. Okay. Twitch is like, this isn't your usual time slot. The Twitch monsters. No, that was intentional use of reverb. Twitch has been twitching all morning. They're in there, you guys, the gremlins. How did you know I was drinking out of my gremlins cup today? Thank you for the stickers. Oh. Yeah, check out the auction, you guys. We'll look at it. We got about 30 seconds left on pre-rolls. Super duper heckin' proud of all my teammates and all the hard work they've been doing to get ready for today and tomorrow. So also please make sure you check out all their channels. We will be raiding into Anti-Trashy at 8 o'clock my time. We're going to play a little bit of TCG Card Shop with Crowd Control, and I do have a fun surprise for you guys. I played one of them for you already. My onesie is rubbing up against the microphone. I'm sorry about that. Some are... Which ones? I messed it up. Which ones? See, I should have had somebody look over all the ending times for me. Right. If you would DM me which ones so I can go in and specifically change them, I should be able to change them. Hopefully. As long as nobody bids on them. Okay, I see found object art. I see what I did. Yeah, let me know which ones. Hi, Arcturus. Welcome in, Ba. I changed the found object art one already, Miro. Art. Sunflower stitch markers also is at 12 a.m. and it should be 2. Thank you so much for the follow. I will not talk to you. Oh my gosh. Conan. No thank you for the follow, Conan. For the only person on Twitch who I will say no thank you for the follow to. Because that's the 20th time you've done it. Butthead. Okay, I don't see any other ones, Miro, that say 8 hours. They all say 8 days, 9 hours, 43 minutes. Except for the sunflower stitch markers. which I need to fix. Thank you for catching that. That's awesome. No worries. Those are the only two. Yep, I fixed them both. Thank you, Miro. All right. Now we can actually get started. Our team has already raised $7,415, you guys. Hooray. Indeed. How are you doing, Arcturus? Can we get a shout out for Arcturus? Kosher Bacon Jam. Really? Where? Here in chat? I haven't seen KBJ. Did KBJ message you? Miro? Or maybe say something in the Discord? I haven't even looked at Discord this morning. Because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. Alrighty, everybody. Hi. Good morning. Ooh, I should put on spooky toppers. A 3-hour starting soon stream on April 1st. That would be pretty funny. Let's see. We could do pumpkin pin dot since we're doing our trick or treat retrain today. Thank you so much for the biddies. For gigantomoting. It is so comfortable. I was like, everybody else can get all dressed up if they want. I dressed up yesterday. I was a cheerleader yesterday if you guys weren't here. It was really fun. And that was my costume. If I'm gonna get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to stream for St. Jude and get our train kicked off, I'm gonna be comfortable. Thank you. Do you know who bought this for me? You know who got this off my Amazon wish list, which I don't promote super frequently because I am a throne partner, but I do have one. Oh yeah, onesies make great costumes. Tony TM, if you guys don't know Tony. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. I was wearing my feral sweater that that is from Brenda's merch. It was great. All right, I have something fun to share with you that I should not have been up as late last night doing as I was. Before we look at the auction, and then we'll play some TCG Card Shop Simulator, and we're going to also work on the corner to corner blanket that's going to end up being 19,600 squares. It's a queen size blanket with the St. Jude logo in the middle of it. It's a red background with the white logo. You think your feral stuff is on the way. Also, Robot Wizard sent me some cool stuff. We're going to be doing some gunpla here sometime soon. TM. Also, I did post a graphic of the schedule. Miro, if anyone is asking to see it, and I don't necessarily... I have no problem directing them to the post I made on Twitter, but we have this. Oh, hilarious. The timer still says there's 3 hours, 38 minutes, and 32 seconds because I must have set it for the wrong time. What's up, Macca? I could take that out real quick, actually. I could take out the timer. This, and it has, if you scroll down, it has the graphic, a wide version of the graphic that shows everybody for both days. But first, I want to show you something the robots and I collaborated on, or rather, play something for you. I can't help myself. It's for the babies, okay? Please don't. I do understand, but I wrote these lyrics. Okay, so there was at least 45 minutes worth of active creativity that went into this. Not to mention all of the history we have with our memeing with bread and all of that. So, yeah, robot hype. Here is version 1 of the TCG Carb Shop. Get it? TCG Carb Shop theme song. And if you donate $40 to St. Jude exactly, you will get one of 6 versions of this song. So here's the original version.
Says cards for sale, and through the doors walks another card hoarding whale. He scans all the shelves, but what does he find? Nothing of the shiny cardboard kind. TCG Card Shop, you've gone astray. Crowd control chaos is here to stay. Why would you stock milk and bread? That's why this joint is totally dead. If I was the boss here, I'd toss it all out. If you keep up with this diet, it'll give you gout. Throw out the milk, throw out the bread. Crack yourself some packs of Tetramon instead.
Crack yourself some packs of Tetramon instead, chat.
Maybe there's room on this one dusty rack for some chips or jerky or some other snack. But one thing's for sure, and that's a definite fact: bread and milk don't belong in the Sturt Supply Shack. TCG Card Shop, you've gone astray. Crowd control chaos is here to stay. Why would you stock milk and bread? That's why this joint is totally dead.
Did somebody donate?
You
guys were supposed to hang out for a second. Oh, I know what's wrong. You guys were supposed to hang out for a second. Oh, I know what's wrong. Is that it? It was doubled because my stream is up on my webpage and I'm in there editing.
Give the lady a break, throw a bone to the dame, or she just might quit playing video games. TCG Card Shop, you've gone astray. Crowd control chaos.
Key change.
Stay. Why would you stock milk and bread? That's why this joint is totally dead.
Yeah, dude, robots. Good job, robots. Good job, robots. AI songs are way better when you write the lyrics. Let me tell you that. There's just something about, the music is still there. There's still something kind of off about it, right? But certified banger. Yes, myself and the robots. We lyrics by 9.5, music by the robots, and whatever humans it probably learned it from. And we're using this for charity. So now here's version 2.
The sign outside says
this is like a TV theme song.
And through the doors walks another card hoarding will. He scans all the shelves, but what does he find? Nothing of the shiny cardboard kind. TCG Card Shop, you've gone astray. Crowd control chaos is here to stay.
Why would you stock milk and bread? That's why this joint is totally dead.
If I was the boss here, I'd toss it all out. If you keep up with this diet,
I don't know why I think it's so funny.
Throw out the milk,
throw out the bread. Crack yourself some packs of Tetramon instead. I know, what is this lol and why does it sound good? Like my soul is dead.
Some other snack. But one thing's for sure, and
that's a definite fact.
Bread and milk
don't belong in this nerd supply shop.
TCG Card Shop, you've gone astray. Crowd control chaos is here to stay.
Why would you stock milk and bread? Why would you, chat?
That's why this joint is totally dead.
Why? Why would you do that?
Someone's foul scents wafting over the place. They're leaving greasy fingerprints.
Speaking of crowd control.
She's gotta spray 'em down quickly.
Quick,
And how? Instead she's gulping down milk like a heckin' baby cow. Make it make sense, chat. Just tell us why.
Why?
You just have to send her things they won't buy. Give the lady a break. Throw a bone to the dame, or she just might quit playing video games. CCG card shop, you've gone astray. Crowd control chaos is here to stay. Why would you stock milk and bread? That's why this joint is totally dead.
Oh my goodness. Beady boop. Bow. That's not it. It's not over. Oh, robots. I could have tried to edit it down to make that the end, but I don't know. I like that the robots still wanted to jam for a minute.
If I was the boss here, I'd toss it all out. If you keep up with this diet, it'll give you gout. Throw out the milk, throw out the bread. Crack yourself some packs of Tetramud instead. Maybe there's room
Key
on
change.
this one dusty rack for some chips or jerky or some other snack. But one thing's for sure, and that's a definite
Do we
fact.
leave the rest of them as
Bread and milk
surprises?
don't belong in this nerd supply shack. Maybe there's room on this one dusty rack for some chips or jerky or some other snack. For some chips or jerky.
We got
or
caught up on the
some
chips
other
and jerky.
snack.
Are you guys hungry?
One thing's for
I think the
sure,
robots are
and
hungry, you
that's a
guys.
definite fact. Bread and milk don't belong in this nerd supply shack. In this nerd to catch up, you've gone astray.
Yeah.
They're leaving greasy fingerprints.
They just
on
wouldn't
the
stop with
card
this
case.
version.
She's gotta spray
yeah.
it down quickly. And how?
Oh no!
Instead, she's gulping down milk like a heckin' baby cow.
Like a heckin' baby
Make it
cow.
make
I know that one actually does cut off. I don't know how that happened, but it's fine. I might have to edit it later. It's all good. I didn't have time for that. There are 4 more versions. It's not stopping. There are 4 more versions. Let's just let it be a surprise. Let's let it be a surprise. I'm not even going to tell you what the genres are. There are 4 separate versions. $40 donation exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Lord Tartarus. $40 donation exactly to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And yeah, I'm excited to hang out and play TCG. What should we listen to for music while we're playing a card shop game? Should we do... is there a pop? Ooh, the thing with lyrics is pop punk is going to be a bunch of lyrics. Oh, thank you so much, Ghostly Trash Panda. We're actually reading into a Trash Panda VTuber today. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Robots Thrashing, aka Dubstep. If I could find enough dubstep with... Thank you so much. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. That's so kind. So my friend Tony TM bought me this Kigurumi, and we are starting off our trick-or-treat raid train for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Is it DMCA free kind of a thing? Bah, thank you so much. You making me hydrate, Bob. I didn't realize that we were out of hydrates because I need to add to it every day, apparently. Thank you, Bob. Thank you so much for the $5. That's also the cost of an isolation gown for a St. Jude parent. $5 is a super helpful donation amount. $1 is a super helpful donation amount. $250 is a super helpful donation amount. $5,000, like Twitch did last year during creative season, is a super helpful donation amount. There is no such thing as a donation amount too small. And every single one of those dollars goes straight to St. Jude through our Tiltify campaign. You can find the link to donate here. And if a mod would pin that, because I can't see, it is DMCA free. Is it a link that I need to go to? Is this a channel that's live? Grumpy Crane. We could try it. And also, is it free of lyrics? Because I tend typically not to use lyrics in my background music. Because that way, if we get a song playing that has lyrics, the two people talking isn't clashing. That's the hardest thing for me with two types of music playing at the same time, is trying to listen to both of the lyrics. I go, what. It is so early here. I am amazing. I didn't want anyone else to have to take this first slot. Because most of our teammates are North America, and even for those on the East Coast, starting at 8 a.m. is pretty early. I know there's people who probably would have volunteered to do it, but myself and my co-captain Chimera, we're in charge, quote unquote. So, I felt like, well, I'll get it kicked off. And then my responsibility the rest of the train, other than the time that I've earmarked for some family time this weekend, is, to make sure that everyone else is doing well. We had a front page stream, you guys, where we raised $5,000 for St. Jude. Like, a name and a link in your description. Like in my panels. That sounds great. Will you DM me that playlist, Grumpy, and maybe I'll use it throughout the rest of the week. I love this idea and I want to do right by them. I don't have time to do all that right now, unfortunately. So here, we'll just do lo-fi beats and we'll say, that's awesome though. And you know what? Actually, Grumpy, go ahead and put the link in chat, but we'll get you a permit first, okay? Oh, thank you. Pocket Roddy, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much for covering a toy for hospital play areas. Thank you so much. You chose the new toy for hospital play areas reward as well. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Pocket Roddy, I appreciate that. Let's Grumpy, if you have the link handy, you'd be welcome to even post it in chat, but let us know when you have it so you don't get bopped by the bot, okay? Vocals. We do not want vocals. We want instrumentals. It might be a bit loud. Let me. No. No. Epidemic sound. We were doing marching band music yesterday. Epidemic sound. We were doing marching band music yesterday. Here we go. Something chill. It's fine. Because we need to make sure you guys don't get too out of control. There it is right there if you guys want to take a peek. And I will like it. Okay. And I'm subscribing. And that way I will be able to find it again easily. Thank you for the recommendation. You absolutely love that Lo-Fi Halloween playlist. It's very complimentary to talking and creating. Excellent. I will be sure to use it through next week because Halloween's on Thursday. So we'll need some background music then too. Thank you. And we love supporting people. Epidemic Sound, these folks are getting paid royalties. So who knows what what the percentage is, I would assume, because it's a paid service. This is an awesome thing y'all are doing. Brit here, by the way, but you're reaching me in Australia. Oh, wow. Cool. Right on. Good day. Did I say that right? Capricash, thank you for your $10. Are you guys getting coins? Don't forget you can buy coins to harass me in TCG Card Shop Simulator. All right, I have crowd control up and running. Hey, Reese Cup. Good morning, Kay. Our awesome friend K Reed has what did you call yourself? What did you call yourself, Kay? I love the name you used. It was oh, you will. Just you wait. Just I wait. Also, I saw there's some updates it looks like in Supermarket Sim. We should play some Supermarket Sim again soon. You called yourself like the Night Marshal. The chat, Flight Marshal, the Night Flight Marshal. Yes, indeed. Excellent. Chat, if the game looks like it's stuttering really bad, if stream looks like it's stuttering really bad. Oh, Dave the Diver, Dave and Friends collaboration update. What is that? Can you play Dave the Diver with friends now? Kay? I still haven't played it yet, but I have it. Treat was chosen for the dono and I forgot to bring them down here. Let me go get him. No. No worries. Grumpy, thank you. Thank you for popping in. You're an awesome friend. Can we get a fancy shout out for Grumpy Crane Studio, who is super talented? Really, especially a really great stream for co-working and a fabulously talented mini painter. More like friends as other indie game characters. Got it. I was going to say, did they make it co-op? Oh, no, Grumpy. Thank you. I can leave you for one moment, right? Chat, right? Correct? We can leave chat alone in the channel for like just one quick moment. I see. Oh yeah, I forgot Maz was here. All right. We're heading to Parthenon, chat. We're heading over to the Parthenon. We're gonna crack some packs. I think you guys can handle it. I'll be right back. Oh, we didn't look at the auction yet. We didn't look at the auction yet. I don't think you could do anything because I'm in that screen. Green again. Okay. Let's look at the settings on the game. Oh, how do you think for the boost? Wait. Thank you so much. All right. I'll see if I can fix it. We are struggling. Settings. Quality preset is on high. Medium. Let's try medium. Maybe that might help. I feel like a little bit of this might be crowd control. Is that better? Ooh, it looks like it looks much smoother now. If the game is on high quality, especially with crowd control running, let me pop open that HW info, Miro. Let's see what our temps are at. Miro's been helping me consider whether or not, I want to like, do some stuff definitely to like kind of maybe not any kind of serious upgrades on this PC and gift it to the boys for Christmas and get myself a new PC for Christmas. It's a decent PC and it has a good motherboard in it. So I could easily just do some upgrading of this particular build for myself. It's just the CPU is running slightly on the warm side and some other things. So better cooling, maybe possibly trying to upgrade the RAM, at least add like a couple more sticks of RAM. Perhaps, I don't know if that would help with some of this stuff with like games lagging and things. You're in a hotel and the internet is very bad. You'll be here as much as you're able. I appreciate you, Pakarati. No pressure whatsoever for anybody. Is it better now? It's good now. It was because it was on high quality. All right. Let me check those temperatures really quick. And also we need to look at the auction before we really get started. Just real quickly. Lowe's. Oh, yeah, running a bit high. Yeah, I still need to get in there and see if there's any dust, Miro. Liquid cooling all the way. Jeez. Yeah, running a tiny bit high. Okay. Wonder why it's so much higher today. 80 something, Miro. Well, we may have to knock it off with the video games today. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. Here. Yep, there it goes again. I could just crochet, you guys. I know how disappointing that would be. I know you want to spam bread at me. Failed to connect to crowd control. Attempting to connect. Oh. Let me quit the game. Let me quit the game because it wasn't connecting. You want to spam milk. Okay, good for you. There's an update necessary. It was really struggling, and I don't know if this would have anything to do with it, but it was constantly trying to reconnect to crowd control. Let's see what happens now that I've updated the mod. Yeah, I can try that, but I think it's because I had not updated the mod. I'd be willing to bet. Computer was just like, because it had just nonstop, failed to connect to crowd control. Let's see. Let's look at it now. Did I close that window? Guys, it's early. Okay. Computer also knows it's heckin' early. Hi, Disillusionist. How are you? And this is the treat. Brown sugar boba milk mochi. No, not the kind of mochi, Maz, that you're thinking of. And they're on the bigger side. I'm not going to eat the whole thing. When people do treat, I'll do like half of one. They're not super sugary. I just need to make sure I'm not eating a ton of them. They're tasty though. Still a bit high, but I'd be willing to bet it'll come down a bit now. But we figured out what was wrong. Okay. First, though, I can't believe I forgot this. We need to look real quickly at the auction, because we have these people who have very generously offered they have very generously offered their time, their finished handmade items. We're just chilling, chat. As long as temps don't go over 90 degrees, we're good. Okay. There was one blip. What happened? I missed it. There was a dono. Thank you so much. Maz, you stinker. You doing hydrate and tricking and treating me? That means I have to do a spicy bean. Alrighty then. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, I have to do a bean spin. It's bean spin time, chat. It's bean spin. It's bean spin. It's bean spin time. Turns out... Oh no, I'm so sorry, Rue. Oh, Rue. Please take good care of yourself, Rue. Oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I will be thinking good thoughts for you, friend. I love you so much. Yes, maybe. Yes, you can trick me. You can, quote unquote, trick. Ooh. Did I put a limit on that? Oh my God. Maybe is here. I have to make sure I have a limit on that one. So you're actually getting a discount today on tricking or treating me. Edit. Oh my God. Woo. Well, you guys got one that's not going to count in there, and that's fine. There's a limit of 10 on each of those tricks or treats. Yeah, we love you, Rue. Medication reactions are no joke. Donations. Okay, what was I doing? I fixed that. Dang it, Miro, the temps are over 90. What else can I turn off that's going to help with this? Miro. What if I get rid of GiftBot and see if that maybe might help? Sometimes I feel like as much as I love GiftBot, it's the culprit of some problems. And I think that it has to do with Twitch's API. I don't understand how all this works. I do have Discord up. Task manager. Okay. We're just having some issues with my PC running a little bit hot, you guys. And this thing has served me so well for 5 whole years. I got to make sure that it continues to serve me and you and our charities for as long as possible. I'm not in the market to buy new anything. OBS and Card Shop Simulator. Should I try low? Chrome is at moderate usage. Card Shop Simulator is using 37% of CPU. 40, 41, very high, it says. Oh, Johnny, please. Thank you, Johnny, for taking care of her. You don't think it'll help much? Poop. Well, let's see what happens when I close it again. Because if that's the culprit, we might just have to change gears and just do crocheting today. I'm so sorry, you guys. I hope that nobody bought coins specifically for today yet. And all the temps immediately dropping like that. So, poop. What a bummer. Not a good idea to run into the 90s Celsius with your temps on your CPU. Miro's been helping me with that. Oh, well, that's a disappointment. But let's just... We hadn't even changed categories yet. I'll take it out of the title. I am a crochet streamer. And I do want to work on the blanket. It's all good. No disappointment here. No stress. You guys could still troll me with the TCG Card Shop song.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, no.
Here to interrupt you as always.
With your support of the channel, and I can't do rubber chicken squawks right now, Allie, because everyone in my house is asleep, but thank you so much. Thank you for the 46 months. That's crazy. Yeah, they all started coming back down. Miro, maximum and average numbers are still high only because of how long they were that high, but current temp is back down into like the high 70s, low 80s. Well, I am sorry for that, chat. I did not mean to. I really didn't mean to like go ha 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 Card Shop Sim. And then let's look at the auction. Not all is lost. We're going to look at the auction, and I'm excited to do that with you anyways, okay? Boop boop a doop a doop a doop. Boop a doop doop a doop a doopy doop. All right, Chrome. Okay. So the auction is open, chat, for the next 8 days, 9 hours, 4 minutes, and 6 seconds. This says, wait, refreshing. Tiltify, you okay? 8 days, 9 hours, 3 minutes, and 51 seconds. We have some awesome items in here. Courtesy of some really great friends of the stream. And ooh, I need to spin for a spicy bean. Sriracha in your face, Maz. Love you, Baz. Oh, my camera's off. Oh, I know why that is. I had everything moved around because we were in our green screen era yesterday. This little guy right here, that's a Sriracha bean. It's not a Carolina Reaper, thank goodness. Thank you, Mazzle Dazzle. Oh, thank you for the lurk, DAM. Lurks are very appreciated while we're doing stuff for charity. Thank you so much. All right. Ooh, why is it stretched out sideways like that? I think it's actually better on this screen. You'll be able to see the whole thing better, because that's what we all need. It was really good. It was good. Until that moment right there. Maz, thank you. So much for the $10. Let me guess. Spicy bean? No worries, Ali. Thank you very much. We have an ad break. Let's do the ads before we get started with this, okay? Let's quickly do the ads. What did you do? What did you do, Maz? Or maybe I'll do the bean and then we'll do the ads. Thank you so much for the follow. I will not address people directly, Trick, until they speak in chat, just in case people want to lurk and they're not really interested in chatting. Oh my goodness. Hi, Tess. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. What's going on today, Tess? We're just chatting and we're just eating spicy beans. But it's Sriracha again. Maz, sorry for you. Yeah. Oh, God, Johnny, thank you. I saw it. Just please, let her know to take time to rest up as much as she needs. Yeah. Yep, it was. Mm-hmm. You guys love that. Nobody has, I think that might be the first 2 times anybody's done that this campaign. All right. And I whispered back just because I'm a mom and I can't help myself. Okay. Well, good morning, Tess, unless it's a nap. Happy time zone. We are raising funds for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Our campaign is at, I can't read it. The numbers are so small. I'm getting old. Incoming nerf in... Thank you so much, Mazzle Dazzle. Yeah. $5,856.60 it says. Oh, Oh, because I have to refresh it. It doesn't always catch up on its own. $5,863.29. I know, I shut it down on purpose. Let me look at our temps and see if things look like they've improved enough. Yeah, we're down into the low 70s now again. Miro, I am going to fire back up GiftBot. All right. So GiftBot should be back up and running, Miro. What was I doing? We need to do ads first before the auction. Was there anything else? I did Maz's spicy bean. I'm drinking out of my Gremlins. All right. So when the ads are over, we're going to look at the auction. And I just want to, again, say how much I appreciate all of these people. As we look at each item, if mods would help me try and do a shout out for them if they're a streamer. We do actually have 3 items in here from someone who does not stream. And all they wanted to do, and there's already a bid. There is already an initial bid. Yeah, positive. It's just, I think the only solution to these problems currently is going to be cracking open that case and doing something about the cooling. So I'm only using the stock cooler and the fans that are inside the case because when I first started, I wasn't gaming as much. And my CPU temps were hitting like 90 degrees Celsius. And that's not good for them. And we don't want to have like a whole failure of my CPU, right? That would really suck. Would it be awesome to have an excuse to charge our line of credit for a badass new PC? Yes, but it's not an expense that I need to be. You know what I mean? That's an expense you plan for. You don't want to have to be doing it. I have a Ryzen 5 3600X that I bought right when they came out in 2019, in the fall of 2019, or maybe before that. But I finally managed to purchase all. I bought the components one at a time. Thank you, chat, for helping me. Even though a lot of the people that helped me might not even be in here right now, it doesn't matter. But some of them are, actually. There are some people who are hanging out with us today who I've known since that point, who found me streaming for St. Jude and said, wow, what a cool thing this lady's doing. I'm about to get misty. And they said, not only do we want to support her charity campaign, but we want to support her and her content. And we want her to keep going. And we like her. And we believe in her. And those folks were from a team called Positive AF, headed up by my amazing friend Fairy Wings. And I will never, ever not be grateful for that. It was one of those things where, yeah, I love you, Fairy. It was one of those things where I wasn't sure if what I was doing was getting through to the right places. You know, you feel like I'm putting all this energy in and time and just feels like no one's seeing it maybe. There were people seeing it and I was insanely grateful for them. One of them being my friend Fanana Band. Fanana was there for like every one of my streams for St. Jude, I feel like, even for just a small amount of every single one of them. Fanana would hang out with me a lot. And it would just be me talking to Fanana for like an hour sometimes. I have an NZXT case positive, so I'm confident that I could make it. You know, we can make it work. And as I said, I'm considering gifting this PC to the kids, to the boys, and building a new one. Or, the other way around. Hi, Brenda. Can somebody snag the clip of... We should watch it. We'll watch it. Brenda, you didn't know when you designed this Feral merch that somebody was going to go, well, that's clearly part of a cosplay. Maybe we can worry about that later. We're worried about St. Jude today. I'm just sorry that I can't play TCG Card Shop Simulator today, but it's okay. It's all good. I have an incredible tech expert in Miro, not to mention all the other things that he does. Shout out to our amazing friend Miro. Imagine people taking things to the next level. Yeah, our Twitch fam is the literal embodiment of yes and. Let me just say this. When you guys support the channel, which is not what we're here for today, but I will mention this quickly since you asked. And then people come in with reads. They come in with reads. They read the fart zone. And Brenda has to cover her ears or take her headphones off.
To the fart zone. To the fart zone. To the fart zone. Welcome to the fart zone. Welcome to the
Please,
fart
though,
zone.
do indulge yourselves.
Fart zone. To the
Hello,
fart
readers.
zone. To the fart
Turgis, how
zone.
are you?
Zone.
Or as our friend
To the
Science
fart
says,
zone.
Tergus. Tergus, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, readers. I know Maz is starting at 11 p.m. It's like the middle of the night for you, Brenda. And thank you, Maz, because we needed people for those slots, and you're amazing, and I'm so happy you're doing this with us. Thank you, Maz. Brenda's in here and is one of our... We're going to look at the auction, Brenda. Readers, welcome on in. I'm 9.5. If you've never been here before, I'm called that because I'm missing that half a finger on my right hand. A very bold restaurant coworker gave me this nickname. Yes, indeed. 20 years ago, to be exact. We had a very good rapport. So he was not being rude. He was being funny. And I thought it was hilarious. You could say the nickname stuck. Unlike the top half of my finger. While I'm setting something up real quick to look at the auction, I would love for you guys to see our raid video, courtesy of my awesome friend Forrest Cabin Reads, who you should all be following if you're not already. Hi, Doom. So many awesome people in here. Clancy, Scully. Thank you so much. Finishing up a 24-hour stream, Tara goes, wow. Maybe. Nope, never mind. No raid video. Yup, that's a thing that we do in here. Thank you, maybe, for the $25. Guys, you know what $25 does for St. Jude kids? Does anyone know? Miro might have even put it in the chat. What does a $25 donation to St. Jude cover? One of my favorite things that St. Jude does for kids. No More Chemo Party. I don't know the whole song by heart. I should learn it. At the end, though, they go, pack your bags, get out the door. You don't get chemo anymore. No more chemo party. Did you do any rewards? Oh, it's so awesome. They really do. One of my other favorite rewards is $50 covers the cost of art supplies for the kids. And I've been to the hospital and they have an incredible art therapy program. Music therapy, art therapy, counseling. This is one of the most difficult things that a family can go through. Not just the kids either, the parents and the siblings. And they take care of everybody. It's unfortunate that St. Jude even has to exist. But when Danny Thomas founded the hospital, he did not just want to eradicate cancer. He wanted to make sure that the families were 100% supported. They do not pay for anything. Travel to the hospital, covered. Transportation around the hospital and around the area, covered. Meals, covered. Treatment, covered. $100 is a little red wagon, which is the preferred mode of transport through the halls of the hospital for their youngest patients. $75 covers video games. $10 is a new toy for hospital play areas. $5 is an isolation gown for a St. Jude parent. This community has already covered. What is $5,000? Is there one in there for that, Miro? You have already covered the daily room rate of the ICU for a St. Jude patient, you guys. In this community, you have already covered the daily room rate of the ICU. Thank you so much. There is no price you can put, though, on the families being able to focus on exactly one thing. And that is helping their child live. They don't have to worry about anything else. Because of you. Even if you're just in here hanging out with us, it is because of you. That children like Faith, who I met at St. Jude's Summit alongside her mother, are able to come there and talk about their experience and how well cared for they were and how she beat her cancer. Now, I know I shared with you all that unfortunately Faith's cancer is back, which is heartbreaking. It is a constant worry, but that's another thing that St. Jude does. Regular checkups, following up with the patients. They're not cured of their cancer and then, okay, bye. Even beyond their initial treatment or their main round of treatment. What's going on? How you doing? Bob Dole is a childhood friend of mine, you guys. Everybody welcome Bob Dole 007. We have literally known each other since your birth. Because I'm older. Not by much. How you doing? I was born in this username right here in the chat, Bob Dole 007. I was born in his mother's bed. Because our parents were a bunch of hippies and my mom had me at home. How you doing? That's so good to see you. But one of my first memories playing video games was playing them at your house. On your dad's computer. Was it an Apple? Was it an Apple IIe? I know, yes. Hippies, a bunch of hippies our parents were. But you know what, though? I will say this. One thing I feel my kids are missing that my mom and her friends had, and you know, we had you're like a cousin. You're not just a family friend. We grew up together. Like, I lived 2 houses down from them for a while, and I spent all the time we were running around the neighborhood playing. We were like, I was the one with the power pad. We did end up getting a power pad, and that did make you very upset. You know, get wrecked. Yes. But you did have a computer in your house, and that's pretty cool. We didn't have a computer. We just had the NES. So anyways, just thank you so much, everybody, for getting us to where we're at this point. You never got a power pad.
Is the most competitive person I know.
Did you play Duck Hunt? Don't take it personally. Please don't take it personally. We try not to use profanity in here. I know we grew up with parents who were not very cautious about that. And my mods are just extra cautious because that way we don't want anyone else to get the wrong idea that it's okay to use strong profanity. I'll say, you know, I try to say what the heck. Every once in a while I'll use, you know, a milder form of profanity. Is nothing personal. Thank you so much. There is a schedule for the train. We're reading into Anti-Trashy, and then there's a ton of other really awesome friends all the way through tomorrow night, ending with Amanda on Maui. Our hippie lifestyle be sad. You know what though? No, we had each other and we ran around and we had freedom in the yard and in the neighborhood to an extent. But like none of us ever ran off far, right? I don't remember anyone in our dag nabbit, gersh darn it. I don't ever remember anybody in our friend group, our parents' friend group, any of the kids. Like we were in the woods, you guys. Like literally they would turn us loose in the woods in Montana and be like, because my mom's friend Donna lived in Ronan on the Flathead Reservation. And some of my fondest memories are these camping trips and going to powwow and stuff. And they would just turn us loose in the forest and be like, yeah, don't get eaten by a bear. And they weren't joking. Like there was bear scat everywhere. Like they'd be like, yeah, just don't wander off too far. You know, if you get past that part of the creek, you need to turn around and come back. Like I have beautiful childhood memories of experiencing nature. And I feel like with my kids, I'm terrified. Never saw Bigfoot, no Bigfoot sightings. Plenty of deer and elk and all kinds of other wildlife. But yeah, we had really incredible experiences being outdoors with our folks. Is it Frog Lake? Bob Dole. So anyways, listen, we need to get to this. I don't want to spend too much time on any one thing when we have people waiting to see this. Okay. Because this is amazing. What a lovely collection of, what I see this as, folks, is a willingness to help, a willingness to create, probably because we enjoy creating. And then to say, I have this thing I made. I put my energy into it. I put my time, my skill, my passion, and I would like for that thing to be to find a home with someone who wants to help the kids of St. Jude. And so we have a lot of awesome folks in here, including one of them who's here in chat right now. Okay. One of the first, Frog Lake, 1 to 10 times for sure. Pretty sure that's one of the first 5. I have a picture of me blowing bubbles. I think it's at Frog Lake in a very 80s swimsuit. Yeah, we just spent a lot of time outside and we played a lot and we had each other's families. And, there would be drama sometimes between people, but that's how it goes. And the bottom line is any one of my mom's friends, her girlfriends who called themselves the Bobo sisters, they would have done anything for each other. And they were family and they were each other's safety net. We were literally homeless. And my mom's friend took my mom and my sister and I in. I lived with her for almost all of first grade, I want to say. So, yeah. Or at least a good enough portion of it. And that's the person who taught me to crochet. She taught me to crochet when I lived with her, when we did not have a home. I don't talk about that very frequently. And it is something that I think people should know, is that you never know who in your life has been homeless. You don't. You might look at somebody and go, oh, there's no way. Right? We have this stereotype in our minds of what that means. And it's a dangerous, slippery slope to go down, regardless of... I could go on. I'm also from a city that has a massive homeless crisis. So, hi, Coco. How are you? We are looking at some really cool stuff. First up, Azure Koi. And that's another cause I've actually thought about fundraising for. Becca, how are you? you. This is another one of our teammates. Can we get a shout out first though for Azure Koi, please? Azure Koi on our team was a guest on our front page stream. Yeah. Azure Koi is on our team. Need to get some sleep. Good luck with fundraising. No worries, Tergus. Thank you so much. I got wrapped up in that story. Thank you so much, Tergus, for the raid. You're amazing. Not happy about being up at 6 a.m., but here you are. Well, listen, I'm here to hang out with you. Azure Koi on Twitch, you guys. Make sure you follow Azure Koi on Twitch and Etsy. Celebrating 300 followers. Did some 3D modeling, 3D printing. I see what you did there. All the threes. Gaming and finished out the stream watching some videos. Very cool. Congratulations. Please, everybody, follow Tergus86, who rated us just a little while ago. If we could do an exclamation point SO for Tergus. So no bids placed on this yet, chat. Minimum bid is $20 for this. What it is a set of embroidery hoops that are gaming themed, okay? Look at that. How cool is that? These are so neat. I really love all of Azure Koi stuff. Has done some needle minders for us in the past. I would like to have a word with Tiltify about why we can only upload square ratio photos. I love you, Tiltify. Which means that I have to end up like cropping things in ways that aren't necessarily always ideal. I wanted to show some detail on some of them. So just kind of very, very cool. Like I love this so much. So no bids placed yet. $20 is the minimum bid. The fair market value is $50 for the both of these. This is a set of the two of these items. 2 embroidery hoops already finished and ready to hang on the wall. First, the handheld game hoop finished with a Tetris screen. Opening up the door shows the cute circuits inside. Second, the chain chomp finished with a sewn felt face. So very, very cool items. I really love all of Azure Koi's stuff. Please consider bidding on any, as many of these as you want. 100% of your auction winning bid goes to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Please do check. This is shipping to only the U.S. and Canada. Only the U.S. and Canada, please. Please do check and make sure that the person is shipping to your location, okay? I really, really, really am so appreciative of people. Here's another one. This is so amazing. I just absolutely love Blaze's art. Huge shout out to our friend Blaze_Winterborn. Oh, no worries. No worries. Are you okay with me addressing you by your first name, Bob Dole? It's okay if not. And people know what my first name is here, so I'm not uncomfortable with somebody saying love you, Kels, especially because they're saying love you. Love you too. This is like a brother or a cousin to me, y'all. Which means we fought sometimes. I love you too, Corey. Big, big, big love to you and to your mom. I need to talk to her soon. And his mom is just one of the sweetest people who used to take me out for dessert after my plays in high school, and is an aunt or a second mom, third, fourth. I have like 8 moms. I have a government name? Yes. Fiction. Look at this thing. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think your collection's complete? It's not until you own a piece of Blaze Winterborn art. Look at how freaking cool this is. Blaze is blazing amazing. We love Blaze. Blaze is so hecking talented. Blaze's paintings are incredible. When you look at them at first, you think they're photographs. But then when you look a little closer, you can see that it definitely is a painting. And I love that about it. This is clearly done by hand. But like from a distance, you go, that's a painting or a photograph. I am just so impressed with Blaze's talent. Please, please think about bidding on these items. $45 is the minimum bid for this item. It is a $135 value, and this ships internationally. Original acrylic painting of a yawning tiger on an 8x8-inch canvas panel. I don't know enough about painting to know, but I feel like painting something this small but with this level of detail is a feat in and of itself. Right, Doom? Super, super talented. Miro, I think this is a better use of our time anyways, as I'm feeling like I have the room right now, even though we're an hour and a half in, to just devote attention to this. But do help me keep an eye on the time because we're an hour and a half in. This is, again, shipping internationally. 100% of your winning bid goes to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. It's definitely more difficult if it's smaller. Hi, She Who Geeks. When you bid, is shipping included or additional? Included. There is no additional amount necessary for the shipping.
I want to thank you.
Oh,
from the bottom of my heart.
Ghost. Thank you, Ghost. Ghost, everyone's asleep in my house because it's 6:30 in the morning, so I'm not going to do rubber chicken squawks, but just know that I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I very much appreciate you. This is such a cool item. Please consider bidding on any one of these. Of course, shout out to Blaze and to Ghost. I can squawk in spirit. I think that was 17. I was trying to count in my head a balk at the same time. It was really hard. Anyways, look at this. This is from our amazing friend Abstract Halo 13, aka Hooking Hijinks. Abstract Halo has been fundraising with us on Team Quirky Cluckers for quite some time, and was originally going to be one of the stops on our raid stream, but unfortunately had PC issues. I know that was very disappointing for them. Please do check their channel out and consider bidding on this set. Thank you so much for the follow of a hat, mittens, and cowl. Okay, all three of those items are included in this listing, and you get to dictate what yarn they will use from their stash. Look how beautiful this is. These are examples. But this is an award-winning. Wait, what's happening here? Oh, I know who that is. I think I know who this is. Is that you, DJ? Hi, DJ. I love your new username. DJ, I love you so much. Congratulations on the rebrand. We love that. We love it. You were like, who dis? New mod? New mod, who dis? Yes. Like, seriously? Award-winning crochet designer. Are you maybe planning on streaming anytime soon? Can we give you a little quick shouty, DJ? Thank you so much for being here today, friend. I know you got a lot going on. This is a shout for Abstract Halo. And like I said, they've been a Team Quirky Clucker member for quite some time. So you get to choose the colors. Look at this. You guys, this is no joke, okay? You win third place in creative activities at the Minnesota State Fair with a pair of mittens. Y'all, we're talking about the Midwest here. I'm sure this was not the only winter wear item submitted at the Minnesota State Fair. Just saying. Monday. Awesome. So these are example photos. Please do take a peek at this listing from our friend, our incredible friend Abstract Halo 13 / Hooking Hijinks. And also in Hooking, if you are a crafter, just side note, if you're a crafter in Hooking Hijinks campaign on Tiltify, there is an incentive, and I have done it myself in the past, of a huge bundle of really awesome patterns. I don't have the hat handy, but I made one and Bex snatched it up. Bex, your hat is from a hooking hijinks pattern. You can get like, I don't know, at least a dozen patterns for like $20 or $25 in Abstract Halo's campaign. I can totally look it up. Super awesome of Abstract Halo to offer this reward to folks who are willing to spend, some money to help St. Jude kids. Abstract Halo is like, here, have my patterns. You've done your due diligence in bidding. Ooh. No bids on this item yet, it looks like. Thank you. Super cozy. Hooking Hijinks is awesome. Abstract Halo. Please make sure that you check out their campaign and their streams once they get their PC back up and running. I feel terribly that happened, but we do have Blaze who is ready to hop into that spot already. So thankfully, there's no stress there for anyone, except that I know that it probably was a bit of a disappointment. And I am, just hoping that we will be able to support Abstract once they are able to get back to it. They have the parts and everything, but I think there was a snag with something not working properly, and the person who they needed to work on it wasn't necessarily going to be available, I guess. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that it's not a matter of procuring parts. I know some of you would already be asking, how can we help? Because you're amazing like that. I don't think that's the issue. I think it's just literally getting it, the parts replaced that need replacing, and that it takes time to do that properly with a PC build and not mess everything up, right? Let's see here. I am taking a peek so I can grab their link. And they have already raised $110. Let's see here. Their total goal is $250. If you all would love to maybe even take a peek, if buying the patterns, if getting the patterns is something that you would consider, it is $20. That is so reasonable. A zip file of all of Hooking Hijinks patterns that you would probably pay way more money if you bought them individually, which is so cool. So they've offered something for the auction. They're streaming for the campaign. There is their Tiltify link if you're interested in the pattern bundle if you're a fellow crafter. Okay, please check it out. And this isn't even the only item. They are actually offered 2 items. No worries, Ella. You're dyeing your hair, huh? Are you doing anything fun? Anything crazy? Picture it didn't happen, Ella. Another amazing crafter, another fantastic friend, another fellow broadcaster, our friend Mirror Mask Arts. Mirror has offered and says fair market value $125, and I feel like some of you priced your stuff too low for fair market value. I'm just saying. Okay. But whatever. I left that up to you. Look at this beautiful person wearing this beautiful shawl. We love Mirror. Mirror is a fellow St. Jude and Starlight supporter. Look at these beautiful stitches. Mirror just learned to crochet not that long ago, y'all. Like, what an incredible amount of beautiful work and practice. I really appreciate Mirror's contribution. Mirror couldn't stream with us this time around, but said I would gladly donate an item to the auction. So please check out Mirror's channel. And Mirror will be participating in our Stream Stars 12 days of streaming campaign for Starlight. Was selected as a Starlight ambassador for 2024-25, which I was for 23-24. And between Mirror and Brian and a bunch of the other folks that ended up being selected for that this year, we could not have passed that torch on to anyone better, honestly, if you ask me. So awesome, beautiful item. Bidding starts at $40, folks, $40. Fair market value is $125. Would I love to, shipping to US and Canada only, would I love to see, please check those shipping stipulations. Would I love to see, I need to put Mirror's Twitch channel in the description. Mirror, will you do a remind for me for that, please? Thank you. Or, any mod can do that. what was I saying? 100% cotton crocheted Marisol shawl in limited edition colorway from Hobby. Hobby, however you want to say that. Like I said, just an awesome thing to do. And fair market value 125. I'd love to see all these items get to their fair market value if possible. But it, regardless, we've started the bidding at about a third of the fair market value of each of these items. About a third. Okay. Moving on, we have from our co-captain, our amazing co-captain, Chimera's QC. We have a really adorable crocheted strawberry cow plushie. I know people love plushies. Chimera knows that people love plushies. Look how cute. Look at that cute face. And Chimera's crochet creations, with very few exceptions, are free-handed and all include details that have been needle felted. So this is a one-of-a-kind creation. You're not going to find this anywhere else. And Chimera's one of our co-captains, is my co-captain on the team, is a graphic designer / like digital and traditional artist, does crochet, plays some games. The stabby stabs. And this is just the cutest little strawberry cow plushie. It looks like to me from Blanket Yarn. Bidding starts at, oh my gosh, there's already a bid. Let's go. Becca, you sweetheart. Yes. Chimera is very good at that kind of thing, Moonrise. So this is like a 100% original design. Freehand crocheted strawberry cow that's approximately 9 inches tall. One of a kind made by Chimera. You want to knock Becca out of there? You're going to have to bid at least $40, chat. At least $40. Fair market value of this item is $125 and ships to the US and Canada. Chimera is located in Canada. Another one of my Canadian, my emotional support Canadians. And then next up, we have a spinning lesson courtesy of Elandriel M. Elandriel is an accomplished artist, and see, I need to put your Twitch. I just need to go through and check and make sure everyone's Twitch channels are in there. It was a lot, chat. It was a lot doing this auction stuff, and I couldn't ask for help from anyone because it has to be through my account, and I didn't want to give, you shouldn't be giving out your login info and stuff, and that's what it would have taken. But I am happy to do it because all these people were offering their incredible talents. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying if, you want to do stuff like this, it is helpful. I'm especially thankful. And I wasn't going to say no to people who came in kind of at the last minute, of course. But I will say, if you hear about something like this, jumping on it right away is incredibly helpful. It makes it so that we can effectively get stuff taken care of quickly. I tried. It was important to me that they each have a cover photo that looked nice and that recognized the person, a cover image, who is contributing their time and their talents. One-on-one spinning lesson, 90 to 120 minutes on drop spindle or wheel, courtesy of our friend Elandriel. And so there's no example photo really, but that's just Elandriel's logo. I just thought it would be fun to put your logo in there. Elandriel will give the winner of the auction a 1.5 to 2 hour lesson in spinning yarn on a wheel or a spindle. And I assumed you meant through Discord, probably, Ella. Unless, the person has the funds to want to fly to Germany and meet you in a public place where you guys can do spinning. I mean, I would. Okay, Ruru, please take good care of yourself, friend. Initial bid is $50, and the fair market value of this lesson, which could go up to 2 hours, is $150. And I think that's totally fair. Ella's been doing some really awesome spinning. If you hang out for our and shout out to Ella. Thank you so much. Already right there in the chat. Click the heart button, y'all. Awesome spinning and making hand spun yarn and making stuff from it. It's so cool that there are friends of ours out there who are doing that, making things from that step of the process. This is correct. We're doing it through Discord. Excellent. Just in case anybody was wondering, here is an item from our incredible friend Kosher Bacon Jam, who's a little bit newer to our community, but said, you know what, I would happily throw an item in for your auction. Please accept this really cool Twitch moderation badge, IRL moderation badge / coaster. KBJ mods for a bunch of people and really is has this mission to make sure that moderators feel appreciated, which I can totally get behind. Mods are super important. Here's KBJ's. That was funny when we came into Moco's yesterday and they were all confused by his new username. KBJ is a butcher and actually was talking about how bacon does not have to involve pork. Thank you for shouting out KBJ, who does stream from time to time. So this is an example of what a bunch of them look like in the process of being made, excuse me. And, I don't know if anybody did a hydrate that I missed, but here, I'm gonna wet my whistle. All right. Super cool. Thank you, KBJ, for offering up this item. Also sent me some really cool handmade band hammers. Get your own Twitch moderation badge, but in the real world. 4 inches square, made of 16 gauge steel. 6 ounces equals 170 grams. Since 2016, Kosher Bacon Jam has produced free swag for moderators to be passed out at TwitchCon and other events because moderators matter. KBJ brought over this practice of gifting from another art culture they participate in, where community at events give gifts without the expectation of receiving anything in exchange. It's fun and always lovely to get a gift from another creator. Agreed. Recently, KBJ found one remaining of the original batch of 75 from 2016 and stripped it back down to naked metal to clean it, but also give it a refresh paint job and protective clear coat, used as a coaster or display upright for all to see. Each side is split diagonally with Twitch moderator green on one side and polished steel on the other. It has been clear coated with a water-resistant coating to prevent rusting and paint scratches. Shipping to the US and Canada only. Kosher Bacon Jam's link tree right there. Also, so this is $23 minimum bid, fair market value of $69. Since Kosher Bacon Jam was memeing with the fair market value, I went ahead and just divided that exactly by 3. Thank you so much, KBJ, for offering this up for our auction. Where are we at now? We got to make sure we get through all of these. T-Shawl. Ceylon T-Shawl, also courtesy of Abstract Halo. Hooking Hijinks. This is a beautiful hand crocheted shawl in gorgeous colors that would totally be a nice fall item, but you could probably wear this year round, honestly, depending on where you live. Gorgeous, just absolutely fabulous, beautiful work. Again, this friend of the channel was originally slated to be on our raid train, but unfortunately, due to complications with their equipment, is not able to stream. So please do make sure you follow them, hang out in their future streams for St. Jude, and check out their Hooking Hijinks links, hookinghijinks.com. If Mira, if you'd like to post that as well in the chat, since we can't give a fancy shout out again. We already did one in the last hour. Abstract Halo 13 is their Twitch username. This item bidding starts at $50. It is worth $150, and it ships internationally. So if you live outside the US or Canada, you may bid on this freely. Reminder, 100% of your auction bids go to St. Jude. Your winning bid amount goes straight to St. Jude. There's no additional charge to you for the shipping. They just list where the shipping is available. This item is from our incredible friend Mama is a Fan, who is a very talented quilter. It is a 4-patch comfort quilt. Shout out to Mama is a Fan. Lovely detail, beautiful colors. Mama is a Fan is an active member of many of our overlapping communities and also streams. The fair market value of this item is $300. This is a beautiful handmade item produced by someone who has, I think, like a lifetime of experience in quilting. Mama's Ko-fi page and Twitch page are linked on the listing. $300 is the fair market value. Bidding starts at $100. It is a gorgeous piece. and anybody would be lucky to have it. Made with love, this custom one-of-a-kind comfort quilt will be perfect for your movie nights on the couch, long road trips, or a lovely day in the park. This lovely quilt measures 45 inches by 54 inches. So that's no tiny thing. And I'm so thankful to all of our friends. Thank you, Mama is a fan. Next up, we have from our friend Arden Jest, our incredible friend Arden Jest, pet or house portrait commission slot. Most of you know our friend Arden Jest, ardenjest.com, twitch.tv/ardenjest. Pet or house portrait courtesy of Arden Jest, ships worldwide. Fair market value is $125. Minimum bid, the starting bid is $40 for this item. Arden Jest is a really dear friend that we have collaborated with on numerous occasions. Has one of the funnest and most rambunctious channels that you could possibly find yourself in, and really excels at rallying people behind a cause and making it fun. I'm incredibly honored to be able to call Brenda my twibbling, and I just absolutely love what they do over there, the Jesters. Brenda does something for charity called the Crayon Fund, where a portion of revenue from the channel goes every other month to a different recipient. And they include all kinds of organizations that do things like promote art for queer kids, that they've worked with Loose Ends, which is an incredible organization that I've thought about doing Tiltify fundraising for. They have a Tiltify presence. Loose Ends, or maybe it's just in Twitch, PayPal giving. I can't remember which, but maybe both. Loose Ends is an organization that works with fiber artists to finish items that have that family members aren't able to finish due to illness or having passed on, and any number of a host of other awesome organizations. They did one recently with an organization that helps folks have access to dance and theater who would otherwise probably be excluded due to their physical capabilities. And I think that's so incredible because dance and theater should be available to everyone, regardless of any of that. So providing access to creative spaces and summer camp for queer kids. I mean, it's just the list goes on. And I think it's super cool because a lot of these organizations do not work with big platforms like Tiltify. What Brenda is doing, thank you so much for putting the Loose Ends URL in chat. That one in particular, I feel is like of interest to our community since we have so many people here. If you want to, you can apply to be a finisher, which is so cool. But Brenda really goes out of her way to rally the Jesters to causes that I think are sometimes probably underrepresented, that do not get the kind of attention that, say, like the amazing organization that St. Jude is and how good I feel about supporting them. We also try every once in a while. Big Table, for example, would be one, to work with orgs on Tiltify that are smaller because it can be hard for those organizations to attract the attention of streamers. St. Jude, it's easy for them to get everyone's attention because they're already very well established and they're a great cause. But I encourage those of you who are thinking about doing Tiltify fundraising, you can look up causes, I believe, like by keyword. And if anybody ever has any questions, oh my goodness. If anybody ever has any questions about Tiltify fundraising, please ask me. I will be happy to answer. Becca, you did not. I love you so much, Becca. I would be so honored to be able to send this to you. Don't take any offense to this, Becca. I hope someone outbids you. I love you so much. Right. This is a different Becca _MTBC. Who knows? I wonder, can you put in somebody else's username? Seriously though, that's incredible. This is the item that I'm offering that I've been working on a little bit here and there. We're on like row 58. We're like not even to the design yet. Okay. It's going to take a while. It's going to take a minute. It's 19,600 squares. It is a corner-to-corner blanket that is enormous. But you know what the beauty of this design is? Is that, first of all, it's the St. Jude logo. But then on top of that, this is very little weaving in of ends and tangling. It's a very simple design. It's 2 colors. That's it. Bellator, hi. And then right here, we'll have a little bit of red that we have to work into the center of it. So I'll have one bobbin, maybe 2 bobbins worth of red that I'll have to work into this for the shoulder. This was only going to be a 10,000 square design, and I ended up having to add to it because I realized that it wasn't going to be large enough with the size of the yarn that I had ordered. It turned out the yarn was way thinner than your standard worsted weight, like a red heart. And that's fine. It's going to be a lot of work, but it'll be a labor of love. And I love you, Becca. And thank you for bidding on this already. It makes my heart so happy, Becca. I worried that I was, because this is a massive blanket. Like, that's why people don't do blanket commissions very often. I'm not joking when I say $1,000 for something like this with the amount of time that you would spend on it. If you even paid yourself $5 an hour to make a blanket of this size, this is not outrageous. I know it might seem like a stretch. Thank you. Yes. No, Miro. No. I thought you were shouting out Becca. We're in ads, which is good because I'm being a baby right now. I love you so much, Becca. You're amazing. Thank you for being part of our team. I know that you were disappointed that you couldn't participate in the raid train this weekend, but you did. Listen, do you know, for a second, we're going to talk for a second, Becca. You didn't have to. But you chose to dedicate your Twitch Women's Guild Halloween read train slot to St. Jude. You could have done anything you wanted on there. Could have just hung out, played games, let people get to know you, focused on your content and your channel and your shining personality. And instead, you said, hey, everybody, I'm participating in a team campaign to support the children of St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. And I would love it if you would join me in solidarity because we won't stop until no child dies from cancer. And I know how committed you really are to their cause. I know how much you love kids. And you don't just work with them, making sure that kids have access to important educational and creative resources. Becca's a music therapist and works with special ed kids so they have the same opportunities that anyone else does. And I love you so much for that. And then on top of it, you generously are using your time and your platform to help people, perfect strangers. And I love you so much. And you did a fabulous job. And you looked amazing as Morticia. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for being part of our team. Please, everybody, make sure you hang out with Becca, who is just a delight. And if you like stream readers, Becca plays some stream readers and even gets me to place every once in a while, even though we're not involved with stream readers anymore. I'm still friends with a lot of people who do Captain TV stuff. That was during the ad break, but it's okay. I adore you. We are so lucky to have you, Becca. We're so lucky. We really are. Thank you for bidding on this. Thank you for being on our team. Thank you for just continuing to push forward and try to do good for other people in so many different ways. I look forward to being able to send this to whoever the winning bidder is. But right now, y'all, you're going to have to beat Becca. Becca has bid on this item. So thank you so much, friend. I really appreciate you. crochet commission slot courtesy of Flava Fade. Speaking of, and that's a fellow crafter, you guys. Becca could easily make a blanket like this herself. That means even more to me. Oh my gosh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Especially because you've let me know that that's okay. Make sure that it's okay with people before you hug them. Public service announcement. $45 value. So you can work with Flava to pick out a crochet item that Flava will make for you. Flava is well-versed in a lot of different types of crochet, including hats, toys, all kinds of cool stuff, and is an awesome member of our community. Minimum bid is $15 for this item. Fair market value, $45. I'm feeling this is too low as well. I'm pretty sure Flava will probably go all out for whoever gets this. US only for shipping for this, please. Clueless Crafting on Etsy. Flava Fade's Twitch channel is there as well. Flava doesn't stream very frequently, but does occasionally stream, and is a moderator for a number of people on the platform, specifically in the creative categories, including our awesome friends, the Sharps. I almost feel, Miro, like Flava would rather that we shouted out the Sharps. We could shout out Flava and then the Sharps. Sharp Balloons, if you're not familiar, is an incredible balloon artist. It's actually a couple channel. Shayna does the balloons, and Mr. Sharp is on mic. And they are some of the sweetest people, and their content is really wholesome. And Shayna is insanely talented. Please give Flava a follow just in case. You never know when Flava might hop on and do a like Disney Dreamlight Valley stream or something like that. This is a very special item. You might recognize this screen capture from when we were on Front Page with my incredible friend Karen Day is my name. Karen and I collaborated during our Front Page stream for her to show me how to do wood burning. Karen was live yesterday, will be live today and tomorrow, participating in the Raid Train. Extended her streaming schedule this weekend so she could better support St. Jude. And Karen is an insanely awesome person, and also everyone's so talented. Everyone is so talented. What's that account where she looks at people's cooking videos and she's like, everyone is so creative. I forget her name, but then she kind of mercilessly roasts their cooking videos. It's pretty funny. It's not going down easy unless it's cheese. If it ain't cheesy, it's not going down easy. Something like that. She's pretty funny. I think I follow her on YouTube and Instagram. Anyways, this is a listing, and I know this isn't the best picture because I just kind of cropped the screen capture, but this is from Karen. Is going to finish that wood burn piece that we did on Front Stage, a piece of the channel's history. And this item is up for grabs. You can bid on it. Our beautiful, amazing friend Karen, who did such a good job with her stream yesterday. She really did. But you know, there's somebody else in here right now who deserves some credit for how well it went yesterday in Karen's stream. Because I can. That's why. Have you met me? With your moderator sword and you're following since July 16th of 2021 and you're tier 3 subbed for 40 months, and who even knows how much watch time in this channel? You didn't do nothing. All right, listen here, Timu Pick Stitch. You're not a Timu or a Wish mod, but nice try. That is absolutely false. And you are an incredible friend and just always willing to give of your time. We are so fortunate. We are so fortunate to be surrounded by people who don't just give of their funds, don't just give of their time spent in the channel here, but they also make connections with other people from our community. And I mean, would you have met Karen if it wasn't for this channel? Maybe. You probably would have crossed paths eventually. Did you meet through our community? I'm not trying to take credit. I'm just saying This is how communities spread those tendrils of love and support. Renames to Team Who Pick Stitch. Listen, we're already giving you a pink diamond. Let's not confuse people further, okay? Not only did you help Karen, but after I ended my stream, you sat in a Discord call with me and helped me like have company to try and get some things done and stay on track and like have somebody to chat with. You know, I know I feel extremely fortunate to have you. I know Karen definitely agrees, and I know for a fact that Karen and I are not alone, and there are a lot of people who appreciate you and what you do. Pretty sure I'm to blame for you getting acquainted. Good. We adore you. That is all. I will quit hyper-focusing on you. But we have to do it. We got to do it. The starting bid for this is $40. We have to show appreciation. We have to show love. Fair market value is $125. And this ships internationally, ships worldwide. As seen on the front page collab stream, October 20th. The peculiar pumpkin is a custom wood-burn piece that Karen started on screen, but will be completed offline. She will be adding additional attributes to the design. Vines, leaves, and other fall/Halloween elements. Color will also be added with India ink and sealed with a clear satin varnish. Ships worldwide. Y'all, ships worldwide. You can bid on this and own it. And I think anybody would be lucky. I know I feel very lucky to own this, which I haven't yet hung back up because I'm going to be moving a bunch of stuff around. Unfortunately, we banged into this and it's missing a tiny piece right here that hopefully I'll find when I move furniture around. I'll be able to glue it back on. And it is so beautiful and I love it so much because it was made by my friend. These items that Karen makes, they take a long time. That information there is mind-blowing to me. Karen spent 31 hours on this. And she just truly loves making art and sharing it with people. She does have a shop. Please check it out. We also have a custom cross-stitch QR code courtesy of Hedgie Cleric, another teammate who is on the raid train today and tomorrow. We have $30 for a minimum bid, $100 for this. Want to direct people to where to find you on the internet in a unique way? This is a very cool item. Or maybe rickroll your friends. Do it in cross-stitch. This item frequently measures 2.5 inches square. A range of 1.5 to 6 inches square is negotiable. Traditionally, this is done as a pin, but can be adapted to other formats discussed by the winner. Maybe a magnet, perhaps? Pins are backed with felt in a color of the recipient's choice. Hedgie's Linktree and Twitch are there. If we could shout Hedgie out, that would be awesome, with a fancy shout out. Hedgie's live today and tomorrow, I believe, for the raid train. We have 2 tracks today. I tried to get a second track going for Sunday. Next year, I will probably either avoid doing that or I won't do it unless we have 2 tracks both days. I got hopeful that we would have 2 tracks both days, but it's okay because there's enough overlap on Sunday. I think that we should be all right with, there's people who could stay on. Also, I see that the stitch markers from Danielle have received a bid. Thank you for that. No bids on this one yet. Minimum bid is $30 for this. Hedgie is also a fellow member of the Twitch Women's Guild. Many of our teammates are on the Twitch Women's Guild. And that's so awesome. Becca, Zach, Kim, Chimera, Hedgie. I tagged them. Over in the server, I posted in the call to interest about it over in the Twitch Women's Guild server, which has been really awesome experience for me. Here's the second of the 2 items being offered by Hedgie. Look at this cute little thing. So adorable. Absolutely love it. Very cute. These are for example purposes. Custom amigurumi commission. This is a 12-inch custom amigurumi. That's no small thing. That's like this tall. It's like a big doll. For the Hedgie piece, it is international. It ships internationally. If I forgot that info on the previous listing, I will list it. $50 is the minimum bid for this item. $250 is the fair market value. And Again, Hedgie so generously offering an auction item while also being on our team and raising funds, and is just a fantastic, fun addition to our team, who I think I met through the Women's Guild. Could have been through some other connections as well. Also, I'm hoping that Hedgie has applied for the Creator Club. I would be remiss if I didn't mention, I believe they're still open, applications for the Artists and Makers Club. And the new members are rolling into the Discord. They should have all the invites out that are going to be issued this time around, I believe by Monday. If I understand what they've been explaining in the server, the Twitch staff. Myself, Pix, Quiltoni, and some other really amazing, talented and fellow Twitch Women's Guild members have been selected as club founders, and it would be awesome to see as many of you fellow streamers that do art and making in that club as is humanly possible. Hi, I'm watching you people. How's it going? Good morning. So again, this is from Hedgie Cleric. Bidding is open. No bids have been received yet. We could change that today, chat. Grape stitch marker, grape cluster stitch marker, courtesy of our friend, best friend Danielle. Do you guys know? Best friend Danielle, MCQ Mommy, aka best friend Danielle, is not a content creator, but is most definitely an amazing and generous soul. We love you, BFD. I love that we have people who are like, you know what? I'm just the best friend Danielle that I ever had. Been with you such a long time. You're my sunshine. We love best friend Danielle. I love you so much, Danielle. Thank you for this. And I love that we're offering something that's beautiful and handmade and really cute and useful. These could be used as earrings or stitch markers. And it's not going to break the bank for a lot of people. Your bids can start at $6. We've already got a bid on one of your items. Danielle just opened like 2 hours ago, and we've got a bid on one of your items. Fair market value for this is $18, and it ships internationally. One pair of grape cluster stitch markers with flip clasp may also be worn as earrings, courtesy of our incredible pal, MCQ Mommy, aka best friend Danielle. And we love you, and thank you for doing this. Here's another of the same type of item. Has a bid, $6. Fairy has bid on this. Thank you, Fairy. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I love that we're getting bids already. Thank you guys so much for that. $5 bid on this one. Becca wants those sunflower earrings / stitch markers. We love this. Absolutely love it. Can you imagine you need a stitch marker and you remember you're wearing these earrings? Just clean them off first. But I think this is so cool that it's dual function, right? Maybe you're not a crafter, but you think these are cute. You can wear them instead of using them for a fiber arts project. Thank you, Becca, for bidding on this. Fair market value for this one's $15. The bidding started at $5, so you got to outbid Becca now. You have to outbid Becca. You have to outbid Fairy. The third set, the grape ones, do not yet have a bid. So bid away, chat. Bid, 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 bid. All right, next up, I'm still waiting for photos from our awesome friend Keyboard60, aka Donna. This was one of these last minute. It's all good. I'm so thankful. And also, it was my fault partly because Donna had offered, and my DMs are just so full right now. I had neglected to respond with the info I needed. So that was on me. Donna had offered days and days and days and days and days ago. And I was like, okay, I'll get back to Donna later. And then I never did. So I said, hey, if we can still do that, give me the info. I'll shoot it up there. And Donna said, I don't quite have pictures yet. I said, don't worry about it. I'll make you a placeholder graphic. But the description for these, and so there will be photos forthcoming for this. Found object art, Ojos de Dios, 70s style, courtesy of Keyboard60. Craft project from Camp Chaos 2024. Very cool that we have something that somebody made for Camp Chaos, which was we participated in with the jesters from Art and Jest community. Ojos de Dios done with recycled sari silk, wool yarn, glass and wood beads, branches taken from Keyboard's yard, designed to be wall art. plenty to look at. Very cool. Shipping International and Donna Streams here on the platform. Thank you for shouting Donna out. Is a really great friend of the channel who is also an avid charity supporter of Extra Life, St. Jude, Starlight. Is there anything Donna doesn't do is the question. Donna's a great force for good, along with Uncle Jimbo. So please give Donna a follow. Please check out this item. Minimum bid is $15 and the fair market value is $50 for this item. And we have a second item from Donna. We have this found object art, also crocheted baby blanket, courtesy of Donna, Keyboard 60. Large granny square baby blanket, 48 inches square, using So Royals. Shh, I haven't had coffee yet. From the Moco's PP party this year, which is their partner party, covering shipping anywhere. And I forgot the info in this one. I'll have to fix that. I need to go through and double check all these listings and make sure all the info is correct. And then I just needed to go to bed last night / this morning. I actually laid in bed until midnight. I couldn't help it. I was so excited. Huge shout out and thank you to Donna for offering both of these items and for all of these people for offering items for our auction. I am so honored to be able to show you this. Oh, look. Yay. There's a bid on Azure's. Yay, maybe. Let's go. Thank you, maybe. So cool. Thank you to those of you that have placed a bid already on these items. That really is awesome. It's incredible. We got a bid already on the embroidery hoops, on the strawberry cow, on the blanket. From me,
From the bottom of my heart.
Cranston.
Thanks to @Miro_Dean.
Hi, Cranston. On the sunflower stitch markers, on the purple stripe stitch markers, we have bids on a bunch of these items in the auction. Please check it out. If you can't bid on anything, what can you do to help? Class. Spread the word. You can let people know about this auction, particularly if you feel like someone would be interested in an item. No pressure, right? We never want to make anyone feel pressured. But, if you're like, you know what? Hey, I know that you were talking about wanting to find some handmade winter wear. One of my friends from Twitch, they're having an auction. Sharing is caring. There's lag because of previous woes. Stream is good. It's just behind. Oh, no worries. Would people refreshing help? Do you think in any way? We've got 45 minutes left on stream, so I'm certainly not going to stop and restart. Okay. No worries. All right. So, once again, please, if there's something here that you think a friend might, be interested in, make it a suggestion. Please don't be pushy. No matter what, even if it is for a good cause, we never want to make anyone feel like there's being a demand placed on them. Hey, I thought you might be interested. I know you love handmade things, and this is for a really great cause. No pressure. But if you're shopping for holiday gifts, this would be an excellent way to shop for a holiday gift for someone. Let's say, for example, the pet portrait from Art and Jest. you have a friend who has a beloved pet and you would like to give them a beautiful gift of handmade art from our awesome friend Brenda, I think that would be a really lovely way to knock something off your holiday shipping list, and hopefully, depending on what it is and how long it takes to make it, I would definitely not reveal said gift to someone. You know what I mean? If it's a commission, make sure you know that you are. Aw, very cool. Because you want a gift for Christmas stocking stuffer. It's too cute. There you go. See? So, you know, that's an idea. TeamQC at $8,000 even. Super big hype, everybody. That triggers the giveaway from Auntie Trashy for a seed bead patch. Robot Wizard, thank you so much for your continued generosity, particularly for our charities. I am not alone in feeling like we are so fortunate to have you as part of our community in a lot of different ways. Thank you. The fun and enthusiasm that you bring to chat is the number one thing to me, really. Thank you. So kind, but you are very generous, and it's always fun to hit goals exactly. There's something very satisfying about it. There's people who love to troll and go, $8,000 and 1 penny. Team cents versus, team even whole dollar amounts, etc. $8,000 for Team Quirky Cluckers, you guys, and we're only 2 3/4 hours into our raid train. We have to come up with some stretch goals real fast, probably. Thank you for donating here and making that happen. You could do that for any teammate, and you chose our campaign. We're also $75.09 away from another giveaway here in the channel. Our awesome friend Pickstitch, we've already determined the winners of the 2 Brickhead commissions. And those are, let me not misspeak. And I'm going to ping the team in Discord really quick here. I had a message mostly typed out already. Today's the big day. I'm live, but wanted to ping everyone again to mention a few things. Auction House is live. I believe I've successfully entered everything that I have the information for. I need to fix some things. There are a few discrepancies that I will work on after stream. Please check if I missed something or anything is amiss. Just let me know. Reminder that you don't have to be participating in the auction to use the following command to advertise it. Anti-Trashy and Abstract Halo, thank you so much. So when Abstract Halo is back up and running, they'll be able to give away a Brickhead commission from Pix. So that is for the instructions and the parts list for you to create a custom Brickhead that Pix will design. And we have one to give away at $6,000. So we're very, very close. And we have other stretch goals as well. Because you guys blasted right through our initial goal of $5,000, which was supposed to last for our entirety of creative season. And you guys went completely bonkers during front page. And I really, really, really appreciate it. We just went through them all. And some of the items have already received bids. Reminder, please be live at least 30 minutes before your raid train slot. If something comes up, please make sure you reach out to 9 Chimera or one of the mods. And we will assist you as quickly as possible. Thank you so much for participating in the Read Train for St. Jude. Have fun and let's do it for the kids. All right. Oakley dokley. I am so proud of our team already. Honestly, I consider this campaign already to be a massive success. And we are honestly just getting started because today is a lot of people's kind of big push for this. Yeah. Oh, I see KBJ's message. Thank you, Miro, so much for relaying the message. And huge shout out to KBJ for noticing that some of the auction items end time was off, because the thing is, if I hadn't adjusted that before there was a bid on them, I may not have been able. Yeah, please check out Mevit's Bricks. Is one of the awesome ways that you can request that someone else hunt down a parts list for you for a custom Lego build. Hair's done. Pics in Discord. I can look at it later. We could look at that. We could look at that. Is it in show and tell? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we got a couple of things in there. We got something from Ricci. We got something from RC Maniac. Let's do show and tell real quick. I love this picture of Blaze wearing the steak in the dryer t-shirt. Love it. That was yesterday. Ricci has a cute skeleton with a bow and a tutu as a commission, and a cute little elephant as a an engagement gift. What a lovely thing to do. Handmade gifts are always so amazing. These are super cute. I love the little skeleton with the little, like, kind of ruffly skirt. That's very adorable. Quick BRB before double mod duty. You got it, Miro. Take your time. Please take good care of yourself. 3D printed mask that RC was going to use for Halloween, but you printed it too small. These things happen. That's a bummer. But still, it looks really heckin' cool. That's some cool wall art, or a gift for someone with a smaller face. A child, perhaps. That's very cool. RC is a very enthusiastic 3D printing aficionado. And a very generous also contributor to our charity campaigns before. And you look adorable, and I gotta boop you. And after, I love it. It really suits you. I mean, your natural hair color has it's a warm blonde. So it only makes sense that, like, kind of a darker strawberry blonde, a light copper red, however you want to describe this color, that it would look good on you. It does. I like it a lot. And, you know, sometimes something like dyeing your hair, you know, or getting a new outfit, or anything to do with your appearance, sort of refreshing your appearance like this, it can really just kind of give you this boost. A copper red, yeah. It's really pretty on you. I like it. I actually had copper red hair once upon a time, and I think it suited me. But one thing I had to do was to draw my eyebrows in with an auburn eyebrow pencil, because I have no eyebrows. Kind of like our amazing friend Alandria. My eyebrows are blonde and they're really hard to see. They're there. They're just really light. I didn't have to draw my eyebrows in. I chose to when I was doing makeup. If I decided that I was going to wear makeup. You look so cute. I love it. I think it really suits you. You're beautiful no matter what. They're incognito. My goodness. They're there. We have a little time now for some crafting. Maybe to work on the blanket that somebody has already bid on that is going to find a home no matter what. Thanks to Becca. I love you, Becca. This project is so large that it's a little hard to hold it up on the desk. So I'm just going to sit here and chat with you guys and work on it. How's it going, Analog Amber? How are you? Welcome in. Hi, Nomi. Are you okay, Nomi? Nomi, I love you so much. You guys, yesterday was Nomi's birthday. And I was so happy to at least be able to pop in. You know, I was very... I know I don't need to apologize, so I won't. I really hope you felt the love yesterday. I mod for Karen and just really wanted to make sure I was giving as much of my attention as I possibly could, which wasn't even. Again, I'm not talking smack about myself, chat. I promise. I just had a lot of different things that I needed to be doing, but I was so glad to be able to pop in for a bit. I had you open the whole time, and it was really lovely to see you reading that card. Sunyati Nadi, we love you so much. You do a lot for a lot of people. You are there for a lot of people in a lot of different ways. And not the least of which is holding a sword in here. You just got home. Rom, how are you? Rom is on our team, is streaming this weekend for the Raid Train. You have to go and get ready to see Hubs. We love you, Ella. Have a great visit with Hubs. I hope he's doing well. And I don't know if, there's any kind of schedule for him to be able to come home. But I know that right now, he's this is making it so he can, so his recovery can be as. Market went super well. Let's go. Oh, Amber, I didn't know you were on Side Quest. That's a really cool group of people. Amber is a fellow streamer. Yeah, I love Jambo. And I don't know why I wasn't already following you, Amber. Because I know you. From the Women's Guild. But I fixed it. Can we have a fancy shout out for Analog Amber, please? And also one... Here, I got it. I got this part. Thank you for shouting out Analog Amber. I want to do one of these. That... and that. We'll just blame Twitch. Well, it's entirely possible that I went to follow you and I was at the cap again. Because there's a following cap. You can only follow 2,000 accounts at a time. And I've had to go through and cull a bunch of times. I found a whole cluster of people. Yep. Again. I can't even tell you how many times it is now. honestly. Can't even tell you. So I am working on the 19,600 square corner-to-corner blanket that is in our auction, which is insane. We just hit $8,000 even for Team Quirky Cluckers for St. Jude. Done that. Followed someone and it didn't register. So sad. Too many friends. It's hard because, you know, RC gave us some insight into why Twitch has a following cap to begin with, that it might not actually be what I suspected, which was follow for follow scams and then people turning around and selling the account. It's actually because, or could be because, oh, thank you for the lurk, Rom. Please give our friend Rom a follow and Nomi. RC thinks it's more because it's more because by default, Twitch has you signed up for alerts when someone goes live. For notifications. So if they were allowing people to sign up for notifications from upwards of, 5, 6, 10,000 people, it would place an unmanageable burden on their systems, I guess. So it is what it is, and it's frustrating for those of us who have been, here's the thing. I've been here for 6 years. Following is free. There's no refunds or exchanges. I never did the read video earlier for Tergus. We got distracted. It's okay. Joining a new ball of yarn here. This is Hobie We Love Yarn Mega Ball. And it ended up being a lot thinner than a lot of other worsted weight yarns I've used in the past. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Stuck. Oh, now, Doom. Yeah, it's wild. I started out streaming video games. I started out streaming Fortnite, of all things. My husband downloaded Fortnite for the PS4. I was like against it. I said, I don't know if it's a good idea for our boys to play a shooter. And he said, it's not like graphic and gory, and we'll always be in the room with them when they're playing on, voice chat. And, if we even use voice chat, and it'll be fine. It'll be fun. All their friends are playing it. It's kind of the new hot, video game. I was like, okay. Exclamation point Mega Ball. And then they open the game and I see that you can dance at people and there's outfits. And as a theater major, I could not take that. I said, give me that controller. And I was terrible because I had never played a game like that in my life. The only games I played on our PS4 previous to that were Pinball Simulator. I love classic and new pinball machines. And I haven't played pinball in a really long time. And Pac-Man or Ms. Pac-Man. That was it. So apparently you now need to do crowd control with TCG. So you'll need to bug me later to get it set up. As a fellow theater major, well, haven't you been organizing, Amber, some of these? I've been so sad that every time one of those has come up, there's been something else I'm already committed to, or it just isn't a good time of year for me to commit to. You've been helping do these theater performances. I'm not remembering that incorrectly, am I? Oh, Nomi, we love you so much. I'm sorry I missed that earlier. Nomi? I cannot express my gratitude to you sufficiently. Drew, sign my birthday card, Drew.
Blah, 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 blah. Look at me, I'm 9.5. I've got something to say.
You see what they do to me in here, Amber? You were part of Romeo and Juliet. Yeah. Oh, very cool. I found this account, Amber, that you would probably think is funny. The guy is trying to explain Shakespeare in Gen Z terms. The Romeo and Juliet one is hilarious. He's like, and then Romeo like yeeted himself.
Ooh, 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 ayo.
Oh my goodness, it's too funny. I'll have to look up the name of the person's account. I can't remember what it is. I might have it still up on my Instagram. One second, let me Yeah, computer. I had my phone plugged into my computer to charge it because I don't have a charger down here. They should just show you a thing that says, these are the accounts you recently followed. Where do we look at what we've liked on Instagram? Or do they even let you do that anymore? Nope. No looking at things you liked. That's my notifications. Can't remember what his name was. Oh, that's so funny, Nomi. That's right. He was a Twitter user. She only used Facebook Messenger. A true star-crossed romance. They're Snapchatting each other. And he's done Hamlet and a bunch of other... What the heck was the guy's name? Where do you look at accounts you're following? I found it. Richard Franks Comedy. Richard Franks Comedy. Teaching Gen Z Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. It's pinned because it went viral at the top of his account. Richard Franks Comedy. Just like it sounds. RichardFranks Comedy on Instagram. Teaching Gen Z Shakespeare, Julius Caesar. Hamlet. Fritz.
24. The same age.
It says 25. You found it. Excellent. I've only just started looking through their videos, but it says comedian and creator of characters, mum to millions. He plays a mom character on his videos. DMs not checked regularly. That's really great. I love it. He has a link tree. What's on there? Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. I actually found him through Facebook. Imagine finding somebody through Facebook these days. I just happened to be on Facebook and it was in my suggested or whatever. I was like, oh, I'm clicking on that. That's a theater thing. 20 minutes left until we need to read out to our next target, or to the second target on the raid train. We have a lot of really awesome people joining us today. And I am so happy that all of these folks agreed to do this. Let me grab this page and pull it up on the screen. How you doing, Fritz? Thank you so much for 25 hecking months. Everyone's asleep in my house. I will refrain from doing rubber chicken squawks, but $25? That's crazy, Fritz. Thank you so much for using your Prime. Ads in 3 minutes and less snooze. Let's get them out of the way because I don't think we will be able to successfully fend them off What happens if we do? Yeah. Let's yeah, I've been live for 2.5 hours too. Let's just do them now. Let's do them now. And then we'll look at the schedule for the rest of the day, and then we'll crochet until it's time to read Anti-Trashy. Yeah? Anti-Trashy live, Miro. You're in the middle of conference season, almost done. December can't come quickly enough. Yeah. Let's run those ads now. 3-minute ad break incoming, and then we'll look at the schedule. Cool. Thank you. Because we won't be able to postpone them fully. It's not possible mathematically. Twitch is going to do what Twitch does and pay the bills. As frustrating as I know that can be, actually, this is something I would like to briefly talk about because, I see it happening in other people's channels, not just here. While people may not understand from a broadcaster's perspective why this is, and those of you who can hear me saying this aren't getting ads, so I'm preaching to the choir because you're either subscribed or you have Turbo. But plenty of people do come in with a positive attitude toward ads on the platform. The thing is, there's a couple things. Ads help keep the platform running. If there were no ads, the platform would be behind a paywall in general. Both streamers are live. Let's hecking go. That means nobody would be able to watch without paying for an account, just like a Netflix or something like that. If you have a Prime, like Fritz, you can use it on the channel and you don't get ads. They used to give everybody with Prime no ads, but folks don't really understand how expensive it is to broadcast video. The biggest streamers on this platform cost the platform money. It's actually those of us in this range, the smaller streamers, if you want to call it that. Probably 50 to 200, Fritz. There's a range. It's only 3 minutes an hour. I do it in a block to keep it from interrupting repeatedly. Other people can do what they want. They want to do 30 seconds at a time, multiple times per hour. That's totally their business. I have no problem with people doing their ads however they want. However, it also benefits the channel. Could you imagine as a streamer getting a bill from South Korea for our viewers? Right. We are not paying for it. The ads are paying for it. We get paid to stream on the platform instead of having to pay to stream on the platform. Monetization allows us to be supported by the viewers and by the ads. There are lots of different models actually for hosting streaming websites. This is the one that Twitch uses. And if people don't like it, I hate to say it, I don't want people to leave. But if you don't like the way Twitch does business, why are you here? And when you complain about advertisements in the chat openly, even if you do not intend for it to make the streamer uncomfortable, it prompts them, because we want to read your comments and we care about what you think to an extent. We don't want people to be uncomfortable, and we don't want people to feel like we're just doing it for the money, but it does help. And like I said, the alternative is a pay to access platform for everybody so that you have to have a paid account in order to see the video. So it's something to think about. The system may not be perfect because it does interrupt us sometimes when they're in the middle of things and people read in and, we're in ads and et cetera, et cetera. The nice and the positive thing to do if you're in the middle of a conversation with a streamer and it appears that they don't realize that you're now behind ads and can't hear them and can't see them is to say, oh, so sorry. Just so you know, I'm in ads. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Then let them know, hey, I'm out of ads now. And we thank you for sitting through those ads because we recognize that it's not fun to have your programming interrupted. But growing up, There was not a single thing I watched that wasn't interrupted by ads unless it was on cable television. Guess what, folks? You pay for cable television. Even cable has a bunch of ads on it now. Now they're trying to get ads into things that you pay for. So just bearing in mind, there are ways to turn them off. If you aren't turning them off because you cannot afford it or don't want to pay for it, you still get to enjoy the content, the vast majority of it. And you're supporting the stream and you're supporting the platform. So thank you for being here. Like I say all the time, that is part of it. It also now means that folks don't get ads when they first join the channel. Exactly this. What I would love to see, Fritz, if it's ever possible, is a little bit more of the YouTube approach to what type of advertising we allow on our channels. I currently have no control. I cannot allow or disallow, I should say. I cannot disallow certain types of advertising. I do not have control or say, and I have no personal professional affiliation with any of the advertisers. The advertisements shown on my channel are not my choice. I don't have a choice in the matter. So it would be nice to be able to say, hey, I'm PG-13. Let's not have stuff that is aimed clearly at adults. That would be awesome. Or maybe I just have a, ethical, whatever. It would be really rad to be able to say, I don't want certain types of products advertised on my stream. You'd like to be able to help Twitch focus the type of ads that appear on your channel. Yes, that way they can be more effective. That's the other thing. Maybe the ads are just not something that's really effective or appropriate for your audience. Maybe I'm thinking more about my audience than I even am about myself and my own preferences. Yesterday on Karen's channel, you got a Pair eyewear commercial. Did you really? Very cool. I actually do work with Pair. So if you get a Pair commercial on my channel, heck yeah. In fact,
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Donna's not getting a Pair eyewear commercial. Love you, Donna. We looked at your auction listings. I'm excited to get photos up there. No pressure. I just want people to be able to see what they're bidding on. Well, we got the listings in there before the auction started this morning. I managed to finish that right before going to crash for like 4.5 hours. Thank you, Donna. Thank you so much. It was my fault that I didn't get back to you about what info I needed. And I appreciate you jumping in and offering that. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for your resub. Well, yeah, how I'm keeping the ad stuff positive. I get it. PAU. I get it. I see what you did there. Sunlight. You need sunlight for your photos. Yeah. Just, considering that, those ads help keep these channels going, important to bear in mind. All right. So we've got about 10 minutes. This is me right here. We're raiding into Anti-Trashy, but our awesome friend, the Ramen Bucket, is also live right now. If you feel like popping open tabs for both of them, that would be amazing. Everybody has campaigns live, accepting donations, all have really cool incentives. Rom will be raiding I Am Alley Cat, who's also a fellow Twitch Women's Guild member and who jumped in and said, I would love to stream for St. Jude with you all, which is awesome. If you guys don't remember, I was a guest on KT Spill's channel. Shout out to Rom and I Am Alley Cat and Lambo and all of these people. I was a guest on KT Spills' channel, and we did it was like a dating contest, except for what it was KT was looking for her dream Fortnite duos partner. And that was really fun. And I Am Alley Cat ended up winning. 10 minutes left. Thank you. So we have Anti-Trashy rating to Lambo and Ramen rating to I Am Alley Cat at 11 a.m. Pacific. And then at 2 p.m. Pacific, Lambo will be rating into Zakayla, and I Am Alley Cat will be rating into Adsy and Jane Comics. Mama Zach is incredible. Oh, yeah. Let's not skip over Lambo. Lambo is going to be arting today. Lambo is actually going to be arting today and is a really great friend of the channel and is the husband of our co-captain, Chimeras QC. Fluffy Sheep VTuber and gamer, but also does a little art here and there on stream. So that's really cool that Lambo's doing a special art stream today. Reading into Zakayla, who is a makers and crafting legend, has been on the platform almost as long as I have, and is, not that this is the reason that we are, I just want to mention hanging out with Zach in general is helping her with her partner push. She deserves it. She's been on the platform forever. She really loves promoting and helping and encouraging other crafters and streamers. Adsy and Jean has a, again, I'm saying it because I love these people and they are divulging themselves of their time and their talents for the charity. So Adsy and Jean also has a Kickstarter. Please check it out. Please support our friends' other efforts since they're being so generous. And when you click this in my website, it takes you over to the TeamQC Creative page back. And this is all through Fourth Wall, you guys. Shout out to Fourth Wall for making it so I can make a whole site where everything is hosted. Kim for the day will be Zakayla's raid target, our awesome friend Kim, who's a avid charity supporter and fellow crafter who does crochet and some knitting, just a little bit, and is unapologetically Kim every day. And we love Kim so much and was also on my front page stream. So was Zakayla. Thank you so much to my friends who came and represented Makers and Crafting so well that day. Hedgie Cleric, also a really awesome crafter and fellow member of the Twitch Women's Guild. So many Women's Guild members here. Hedgie is going to be streaming, I believe, crafting, maybe gaming. I can't remember. I'm not sure what's on the schedule for Hedgie. You adore Kim, myself as well, Amber. We've been friends for a long time. I have a lot of Canadians. A lot of these people are Canadians. Chimera will be from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Pacific. All these times are Pacific. And then raiding into Maz. So Hedgie's going to raid Chimera. Zach's raiding Kim. Adsy's raiding Hedgie. Both Kim and Hedgie are raiding Chimera. We couldn't get a second track going for every single slot for both days, but I felt like there were lots of people who were available on Saturday only. And I wanted to make sure that those who indicated they were available both days could get extra time, and that we would be able to plug people in on a second track. It requires that some people streamed both days. I really would have loved to get 2 tracks going both days. That also eases some of the pressure of like what happens if somebody can't stream or if their stream crashes, but it's all good. The Canadex is filling up nicely. Got to collect them all. Indeed. So Maz is covering that 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Pacific slot. Thank you so much, Maz, because that's kind of a tough one to cover sometimes. And then a huge hero of our raid train, Ramen Bucket, taking 2 slots from 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. Thank you, Rom. 2 a.m. to 8 a.m. is always the anxiety-inducing slot for North American team leaders for raid trains. It's just a tough slot to fill if your team is heavily made up of folks from North America. We're mostly asleep. Some of us are night owls, and we will happily stream during that time.
Yes, queen.
Yes.
Slay.
But anybody who knows anyone who does charity who is active during these hours, we love you so much, Maz. Please point them our way, not just for that reason, but because it is nice to have folks who are all over, the time zone map, just in general, You were late for show on stream. Oh, Maz, I know. I'm sorry. Blaze, we got to read out in like 5 minutes. Blaze from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow, also a hero of this raid train because of Abstract's computer issues. Blaze is able to was already available for that slot, and we were going to try and get that second track going. Well, Blaze is just zoop right in there. Thank you, Blaze. Oh, thanks for the hug. I'm watching you people. Yeah, Maz, you're awesome. And I love you. And we'll look at it next time if you post it in there. Adsy and Jean Comics also gets their kind of feature spotlight stream on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Karen Day is my name, who's streaming all weekend long for St. Jude from 2 to 5 p.m. Tomorrow, but also streaming today. And probably will also be an additional backup if we need it at all during her time slot. 5 to 8 p.m. for Hedgie on Sunday. 8 to 11 p.m. for Auntie Trashy again on Sunday. And bringing up the rear, our caboose, the amazing Amanda on Maui, who is just such a sweetheart and decided to jump in and is in that Hawaii time zone. So that's really helpful because that'll help us cover the very end of the train. We never want anyone to be participating in these events at time slots, that are extremely difficult for them. Was getting up early this morning pleasant? Not necessarily. Thank you so much for the follow. But it was not undoable for me. 5 o'clock is not that outrageous. It would have been hard for me to do 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. So Amanda, but if I had to, I'd have figured it out. Amanda, bringing up the caboose. We love Amanda. We love all of these people. Thank you. Huge shout out to all of these folks. Thank you. We have some people that have volunteered for what we call train sitting and additional moderation duties. Huge shout out to our train sitters and our temp mods. who are helping out. Train sitters are kind of like baby mod for the team, where they come in and if there's an issue and we need someone to be able to run and communicate real quick. Because, if someone's modding for someone and they're like the only mod, a train sitter really helps. Thank you for sticking around for the raid. We're about to raid out. Train sitters, if you don't know what that means, train sitters are folks who volunteer to just sort of be present and, listening in, even if they can't be active in chat, and available should the need to communicate with other team members or captains arise. And it's a really helpful role that just provides a little extra padding in the support area as far as streaming for charity. So like maybe say if there's a question that somebody in the chat can't answer about the charity, they could go run and do a Google search real quick. Just a little extra added help and communication lines open between people. My DMs are open. We have channels in the Discord for folks who have the appropriate role for charity and for mods can all see that stuff in Team Quirky Cluckers, all teammates and anyone with the charity role in Discord. It's not meant to be hidden for any reason other than to try to keep communication in there on topic. So you have to choose the charity role and indicate that you're interested in helping with and you want to know about charity stuff in order to see that category in the Discord. I cannot thank you all enough. $8,000 even. It's really cool that we get to go over there having hit the milestone for Auntie Trashy's giveaway. And I know there will be some fun and some giveaways and stuff over there. You know what I was thinking when we were looking at the auction? I'd really love to be able to place a bid on something from somebody else. And I'm supposed to do a $25 donation. So what if I did that? What if I used that $25 that's meant to go to a teammate and instead I used it to make a bid in the auction on something just to get the bids going on a couple of these things? What do you guys think about that? I owe a $25 donation, or we could keep it the way it was. Should we vote real quick before we raid out? And we need that TeamQC raid call in the chat. Well, there's a minimum bid, so I would be bidding on something. They're not going to get the $25. Here, quickly before we read out, a 1-minute poll for those of you who have made yourselves available for our raid train today. $25 dono. I owe a $25 dono from that level 8 hype train the other day. Teammates campaign ? Or auction bid ? Additional votes allowed. Very short poll, you guys. 60 seconds. You have 60 seconds to vote. 60 seconds. We need to read out to Auntie Trashy. 60 seconds to vote in this poll. And then teammates campaign winning. It's tied. Auction bid and teammates campaign are tied. 60-second poll. It's a very short poll at the top of Twitch chat because we need to read out. Now it's tied again. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Teammates campaign winning. Oh my gosh, teammates campaign really winning now. Somebody's spamming it. Looks like teammates campaign's pulling way out in the lead. We have 38 votes to 7. 38 votes to 7. 40 to 7 for teammates campaign. Someone is spamming that teammates campaign button. If you really, really want me to make an auction bid, you're going to have to try and out spam that person. And I'm not sure if that's possible at this point. 64, 68, 24, 68 to 24. Somebody wants to get it to 69 votes. I can tell it's at 69% at 69 votes. Oh no, it's 66% at 69 votes. And teammates campaign wins. Thank you for helping me decide. We will do a $25 donation to a campaign that has $0 on it. And I'm not going to determine that today. We'll figure it out because I like to do it live so you know that it's all fair and equal. We will put anybody who does not yet have a donation into a wheel. I will spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on, I will donate $25 to their Tiltify campaign for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for the follow. Come with us. Come with us on the raid. Come with us on the raid. Come with us on the raid. We're raiding out to Auntie Trashy, our teammate. This is the second stop on our raid train this weekend. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and joining me. They all have a dono now. Oh my goodness, Robot Wizard. All right, then we will throw everybody except the captains in a wheel, and we will just determine it that way. We will just determine it that way. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Yes, tickets, please. No, Jang. Thank you, Jang. Thank you, Jang. All right, and thank you, chat. Thank you so much. Thank you, chat. Thank you, mods. Thank you, donors. Thank you, fellow teammates. Thank you, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. We will not stop until no child dies of cancer. We will not stop. Grab those raid calls. We got the TeamQC raid calls. Everybody got their raid calls? Show them to me. We got one for followers too. Is it TQC raid out? No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. I started the raid already and I'm not even sure. We had a command. Where is it? Should I stop the raid until we have it? Yeah, let's make sure we have it. TeamQC raid. You got it. QC exclamation point QC raid. There it is in the chat, y'all. There it is in the chat. We have too many commands, you guys. That's what happens. Thank you again, people. Thank you very, very, very much. Grab those raid calls. There's one for if you have a sub, read for more than bragging rights. TeamQC, you can change that to say crafting for more than bragging rights if you want. I am so proud of our team. Thank you everybody so much. Please practice some self-care between now and the next time that I see you. I'm going to see you guys all over the platform this weekend because you are important and it's worth it. Here's our Patreon and Fourth Wall supporters. Thank you. And also anybody who supports the channel so I can continue doing this full-time and support charity. Thank you so much. I love you all. I'll see you over there.